3, 2, 1. Setting up your Facebook experience. Done.
Right.
We were directing. Fantastic. You're now watching the Podguyz Podcast.
Yay! What? Oh my God. We are a little late. Zoom had to update. And the update, Tony, was totally worth it. They now have an extra 5 different emojis we can put on the screen that took 15 minutes of updated information for
which also include look
oh my God.
Yeah, some of those.
99 red, blue. Oh, no, I counted 14 there. That's okay.
Some rockets.
God, rockets all over your face.
Oh God,
that floating.
Man, they rocketed everywhere.
Are they red glare?
Big fuck yous. Big fuck yous.
A person that has 4 fingers missing.
Yeah,
I mean, thumbs up.
I thought that was the FU.
Okay.
And the laughy emojis, of course.
Laughy emojis, of course.
The cry laughing emoji.
And let's do some celebration time.
There you go. You see how worth it this Zoom update was the whole time?
Horrible. All right. Good times for them. Love them all.
Nothing but, heart symbols. There you go.
We are the Podguyz Podcast, bringing it to you every Monday as we do, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, we have the ever-loving Picasso, the grandpa with the glasses, the miracle man with the miracle ear, the drawer of all things dainty, Le Sparky.
And Sparky has the big board right there. He says hi on the big board. He will be drawing what we talk about, but first I need to address the elephant in the room. And no, I'm not talking about Matt. That's not the 4th square right there. There has been something that happened over the week that we'd like to address on a serious note, or I will right now. Charlie Kirk was assassinated over the week, September 10th. And for those of you that followed him, for those of you that love him or hate him, here at the Podguyz Podcast, we see it as a heinous act for those all around. I mean, the whole setup, Tony, and you've seen his TikTok reels, right?
Yeah.
We don't get too much into politics around here. Well, the idea was basically he would try to debate people in a crowd to prove himself right and them wrong during a debate style in a very straightforward attempt. Am I on to the whole thing?
Pretty much here. Yeah, right. Yeah.
The controversial area is where it kind of turned into Jerry Springer versus the crowd sort of thing. So as if Jerry Springer would now kind of take on the crowd, and in a very clickbaity kind of way. I'll give you an example. Charlie Kirk was very firm in his beliefs, so much to the point that there was never an episode that I saw on TikTok that Charlie Kirk would ever say, "Oh my God, you know what? I was wrong. You were right. This was not an open forum discussion sort of thing."
Yeah.
Both parties were rooted hard in their opinions. And it opened up.
No one was ever swayed.
No ground was ever really. Yeah, you're right. So no ground was ever gained by these exchanges wholeheartedly, because both sides felt like they were correct. And it came down to seeking a reaction. When you're going viral constantly like that, you're garnering reactions more negative than positive.
Yeah.
Because those are the things that get you views. This is why we're not viral all the time, Tony, because we get positive amounts of views. And the one
Constant.
the one reaction that was garnered, it turned into a successful assassination of Charlie Kirk, and now his wife has had to explain to his children that a father will not be home for Christmas this year over a psychopath wanting to shoot someone. The best censorship you can have if you don't like somebody's public forum, don't go to it. It's a live voluntary action. People were going there because they wanted to prove Charlie wrong and they wanted to prove themselves right, which, by the way, had never been done by each side. No ground was ever found to be common amongst, agreeing.
I mean,
to
you could
disagree.
probably think of probably 3 other public speakers who have gone, balls out across social media, including like Mr. Shapiro or even Cortez.
So,
as far as trying to gainer support from
Tony,
the social media crew.
Tony, the thing is that Charlie he's from Utah. So he kind of, in my opinion, I think that people from Utah, they're surrounded by, it's a very religious part of America. Let's throw that out there, right?
Very much a Bible Belt.
They're kind of seeing the world through a telescope from Utah's vision, where they just say, hey, if everyone just found Jesus, and didn't smoke, didn't drink, and just lived the way that we live, they wouldn't have so many problems. Why can't we just tell everybody to do it this way? Because not all one shoe fits the same. But that's just the thing. When you're charismatic and you're very much used to speaking in crowds publicly, you have a very large advantage over college kids that have no idea how to articulate themselves in such a way possible. So it was kind of, when you're watching these kind of debates, it's I'm
actually going to disagree.
Okay.
And the only reason why I disagree is because Charlie Kirk never had a college education. I
never said educated, Tony.
No. I'm just saying that in general, he was not a college educated person.
I am also not a college educated person, but if a person wants to heckle me on stage, I could tear them apart.
Of course, 100%.
I'm not saying you have to be publicly educated to be
I'm just saying in general,
to be used to.
He has a platform.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a college educated person.
I agree.
He was very educated in what he was trying to talk about.
Correct. What I'm saying is nothing like that. I'm saying that you have a very great advantage if you are used to a public forum compared to a person who is not used to a public forum, where they will not be able to articulate themselves as well as they would like to due to nervousness, anxiety, and sometimes they could prepare 1,000,000 times in the mirror and it's not going to sound the same. Meanwhile,
I 100% agree.
If you're doing college campus to college campus to college campus, you could be dead wrong on a subject. You could be dead right on a subject. But the articulation coming out of you is going to be much more controlled compared to the other person you're going at.
Agreed.
So, although he wasn't formally educated by college, he was very much more experienced in public speaking than the person going up against him.
Correct.
Which have to land onto another point. I mean, turned into.
I'm not saying he was not intelligent by any means. I'm just saying that because he did not have a college education, he was at the same level as some of the kids who were coming to see him.
Yeah, and not having a college education has in the world of technology right now, in the information age, it doesn't really compute to being super smart anymore.
100%.
It's it used to. It really used to. You had to, back in the 90s, you had to find somebody who knew something about something. But nowadays it really doesn't. And by the way, that was one of his opinions I shared greatly, where it's just he was anti higher education because higher education had been stealing from children, taking their money, and then
getting them fucking 100%, dude, 1,000%.
Yeah, getting them into crazy amounts of debt, and that is a truth that needed to be spoken through every campus, telling these kids that they're getting ripped off. His other opinions were very religious based to start, and finishing off where if you're just hearing a clip here and a clip there, you're like, why does this guy hate people, that are of a certain sexual orientation? And of course, the transgender movement on college campuses brought up a whole new discussion that really, really got dicey after a while.
Oh, super dicey.
Yeah. And of combating people's feelings compared to the reality of a situation and the differing of opinions. You know my opinion, Tony, and it's basically yours as well. Live and let live. You feel happy doing something, you're not bothering anybody.
Let it go.
Let it go. My wife, she loves going to church. I'm all churched out. I don't worry about that kind of stuff, but I don't go up to her with a microphone every day and say, hey, you.
Why are you going to church? Huh?
What are you doing? This is why you're wrong. That doesn't feel like a good marriage then. No. It just doesn't feel like I would then respect her belief or opinion of certain things that I might feel different about. Another thing, really have to touch on this, the freedom of speech. Okay. Everybody had the opportunity to get up and ask Charlie a question. All right. And that was the fun of a live audience. Okay. Matt, you've done stand-up. I've done stand-up. Tony, you've done stand-up. A live audience, you never know what you're going to get.
Never know.
So this is it was almost a challenge where you're like, one person is probably going to mess them up. But here's the thing. You have a little bit of control over your own content when you're editing and splicing it and putting it out there on TikTok or whatever. Anyways, so live or not live, it turned into like a little bit of a challenge. Can't stress this enough, that the same people that are talking about the freedom of speech right now are also telling other people how they should or shouldn't react to an assassination. Now, I feel like people should react the way you react when anybody gets murdered. When you say, oh my God, that's a tragedy. Holy shit, that's fucked up. Got to find the person that killed them and bring them to justice. That's just my go-to, because that's my normal human reaction to anybody's situation.
Now, if I can just add, that in the first 10 to 15 minutes of him being at that Utah campus, when the video of him getting assassinated went across the web faster than anything I've ever seen in my life, and watching the live video of a man being murdered turned my stomach so badly that I was like, holy shit. Just holy shit.
Yeah.
And not to say that you've ever wanted to see somebody murdered, but when somebody throws you a video and they're like, "Oh my God, you need to see this," and you see somebody get shot in the neck and the amount of blood that came out of that poor man, you were like, "Wow, you just witnessed a murder."
Here's something kind of weird as well. Why won't people check rooftops? Is this like a union thing? What the fuck is going on? Check rooftops.
Now, his security team is made up of, I'm assuming, ex uh, uh, presidential, Secret Service people.
They're on his security team are all under FBI questioning right now.
100%, and they should
because they were using some military signals that you would only use towards snipers at that moment, and one in particular had stepped backwards 2 paces, leaving enough room for the shot to be taken. So Tyler Robinson is the person that was captured. Cash Patel had those fucking bug eyes on. My God, blink once in a while. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
The Tyler Robinson though is now they're saying that his roommate or girlfriend was transgender. I listen. There's a lot of motive there. If
there's a lot of motive going on. There's a lot of backstory that kind of ties him into whatever he was doing. His dad, I guess, threw him under the bus and was like, "Oh my God, this is my son."
Oh, son of mine.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Shit. You
If you recognize your kid doing a heinous act like that, that's your responsibility. It's and it's got to be a little tough for the dad to do something like that. Oh
God, yeah.
I didn't think for a second that Charlie wasn't going to make it. Hospital right there. But when he was proclaimed dead after 1 hour, it's just like, what the hell is going on? The gun violence people, MSNBC people have been losing their jobs left and right over this kind of stuff. Yeah. And again, it's for the ones that are defending freedom of speech, just try to have some civility. There's nobody that Charlie went up to and shot and murdered or anything like that. We're not talking about a murderer. We're talking about somebody who did have his very staunch religious opinions about certain groups of people. And I respectfully disagreed with him on some stuff, but I never cared to get into the comments on TikTok and start whacking around and saying stuff, because I already know that once people have formed such an out there far right or far left opinion, they're not coming back to any center ground we can find.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. But Tony, that's all I have to really say about that kind of stuff right now. And I hopefully everybody out there, you're still with us, and that wasn't too serious. We're all adults here, okay? We can
There's
continue.
Adults in the room.
There's adults in the room, Tony. We also have a fantastic guest. We've been trying to get Matt. Matt's been trying to get at us. It's been a will they, won't they, Sam and Diane thing.
Aww.
But we got him.
By the way, fourth square, Matty G.
Matty G.
Matty G.
Hey, holla.
Matty G. Holler.
Yeah.
Matty, you are in Las Vegas right now. I thought you were in Colorado for a little bit of time.
I did live in Colorado from 2014 to 2021.
Man.
I do not live
What'd you
there
do?
anymore.
Roll down the mountain or what?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what
Excellent.
So I
That's
moved
what
here to
I'm talking
Vegas,
about.
and I'm right in the thick of it. In fact, the strip is behind you, related to where I am right now.
Really?
Yes.
Are
It's
you
about
in?
about 3/4 of a mile that way. So, yeah,
Okay.
behind you.
Man, you must see strippers all the time, just walking that.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean,
all over the place.
either that.
Strippers,
Well, it's the new age, so
Elvises.
you don't know who the strippers are anymore, or the prostitutes, or just people
Yeah,
that are.
which one's the stripper? Which one's the prostitute? Which one's the meth head? Which one's the homeless person? Yeah,
They're
which one's the cop?
undiscernible, by the way, in Vegas.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
why
you
I
never
just
know.
stay away. I'm too old for that anyway. I'm somebody's grandpa. I don't need any of that drama. I stay away.
There
I don't know.
are.
Look, Grandpa's still got to get his.
There.
Well, yeah, but this is the state of Nevada where
Yeah, you should act like a grandpa
things
towards the
are-
strippers. You should act like a grandpa towards the strippers, but act as if inflation never happened and be like, "Hey, who wants to make a quarter?"
well, let's just say that
and then if they're like, "You think I'll suck your dick for a quarter?" And then say, "No, wash my car." Throw it at them.
in the early 2000s, there may or may not have been a guy who kind of may or may not have looked a little bit like me, but a lot fatter, who was blind, who would go to strip clubs, and since blind people can only see with their hands, the strippers would then take his hand and allow him to
So
they say,
supposedly, through a
allegedly.
friend. Through a
That'd be-
friend.
Yes.
That would be great if the blind guy, after the strippers allowed that, he was just like, gross.
I
have
do
any-
remember there was
have any
sanitizer?
I
I
mean-
meant feel. Not look. You don't
Ma'am.
look. Yeah.
Ma'am, I may be blind, but I'm pretty sure the buffet at the strip club is better.
Matt, tell us a little bit about yourself, of course.
Well, I'm an Aquarius. I like cheeseburgers and long walks on the beach. And
Excellent.
I was born in New Jersey. My mother's side, I'm fourth generation
We're all
Jersey
sorry, by the
native.
way.
Well, it wasn't my fault. I didn't have
No,
any
I
choice.
know.
And I'm on my father's side, I'm first generation New Jersey. So my father's from Italy, right off the boat. Sorry, that's a natural reaction. Anytime I used to use that expression, he'd whack me in the head. And be like, "What's the matter with you?" There wasn't no. He was upset that it was that I usually. He didn't realize that off the boat was just an expression. He thought it was like that he really. It's like, but at one point they only had boats, though, Dad. So it's like, yeah, but then we took the plane. What's the matter with you, stupid Americani, mom? So anyway.
See, I thought you shot out of the Italian womb with one hand like this. And then you're shouting out Jim Tan Laundry.
Aren't all
Oh,
Italian people, now correct me if I'm wrong, aren't all Italian people born out of meatball and spaghettis? Or like
Actually, we come out of
It is
Italian bread. They're really big round.
They're all
loaf.
quattro. They're
Gotcha.
all quatos.
Quado's just pasta on the floor. Leave that pasta alone. It's a life force right now.
That's cousin Quato. Leave him alone.
It's the Italian quato. I love it.
Yes.
It's the
Yes,
gabagool.
The gabagool.
Yeah. I'm the third son of the third son in my family. I got that going for me. Whatever that is. I don't know that it means anything. I just know that's what I mean. I'm the third son of the third son. I just thought it sounded cool. So
So you got two older brothers.
yeah, and one baby brother.
Brother.
So I'm the middle child. I'm the middle child of the middle child.
Nice.
So I'm really stuck in. I'm the black sheep. I'm the only one who wasn't.
Okay. All right.
I'm the only one in the family who wasn't named after somebody.
Holy crap. They ran out of people. And that's tough
That's
to do
right.
in Italy. They're
That's
like, well,
Yeah, well,
Tony, Anthony. Matt?
Lorenzo.
I was supposed to be Pasquale, but my mother's
Wow.
like, no, I want to give him a different name because I have a cousin Pasquale, and one of my brothers is named after one grandfather. My other brother's named after my other grandfather. I was supposed to be named after either
Your
my
mother,
uncle or my cousin
your mother
Pasquale.
named you after her yoga instructor that she spent
No,
a lot
actually,
of time with.
she named me after her favorite character on Peyton Place, the TV show.
Get out of here, really?
I swear to God, I thought.
Oh my
I thought
God.
For years, I thought for decades, centuries, that it was from the Bible. They're like, no, it was from Peyton Place, Dr. Matthew Swain. Like, what the? No wonder I got into TV.
So tell us about your journey, Matt.
Where do I start? God,
But I mean, you already went to the humble beginnings.
okay,
Let's
yeah.
jump
So
let's jump a couple of years.
Okay, I moved to California in 2002. I met my ex-wife. Yeah, that happened. We moved to California in 2014, and then we got divorced in 2021. And kind of basically a whole bunch of things that had been happening in my life for the past like 20 years finally just came to a head, and everything exploded. And I found myself.
Take notes, people. This is what happens when you lose a woman in your life.
My God,
No,
Matt,
It actually comes together.
You're gonna get us. You're gonna get us canceled. You're talking about heads exploding and shit. Crazy.
But basically, she did me a favor by leaving. To be honest, that was the coolest.
Clearly.
Yeah, because I mean, we had agreed that we were going to get divorced. So we've been talking about it for a couple of years, and then like she just finally like went ahead and did it.
Now, did you talk about divorce in the very beginning, or was it just like
like during the wedding vows?
It's been a couple of years.
on the honeymoon, we
the first 30 seconds was all right, and then
we
you're
were
like,
married
oh shit,
for 17
divorce in 20 years.
17 years.
17 years, yeah. And it was right around year 15 that we started talking about getting divorced. That it wasn't working out anymore. And
we had 2 annoversaries after that. I mean, happy anniversary.
Yeah.
By the way, we were supposed to get something done.
Yeah, well, COVID happened, so that's.
Oh my God, COVID!
Oh, Jesus, damn you, COVID!
Yeah.
COVID will keep us together.
We just came out of COVID, and I was an essential worker the whole time, so I was working actually 2 jobs. I had my day job at a TV station, and after part-time, I did Grubhub. So I was actually making really good money. So, but yeah, I was working the whole time, and
so fuck the TV shit. What did you do? No, what did you do in TV?
I was a broadcast operator for many, many years, always behind the scenes. Basically, I was the guy that like when you sit home watching TV, and you're watching something and the screen goes blank, I'm the guy that's got to make sure that the right thing comes back on, or that you're watching the right thing in the first place. So I basically sit in front of a playlist and keep it on time and keep everything going. And if there's any technical difficulties, I have to resolve them. And during live sporting or any live events, we roll all the national commercials locally, or the local commercials right there in the studio. So like, if you're ever watching a football game, they say, we'll be right back after this message from your local Fox station. That means that somebody like me is sitting in a room waiting for the right cue to come in, and then they press a button, and it's like, welcome to, Joe Smith's, I don't know, Spatula City or some shit, like, whatever local commercial there is.
By the way, this show is brought to you by Fox News and Fox Sports.
And your local Fox affiliate. Also, Ace Hardware and Dollar Shave Club.
Brought to you live from beautiful corporate brand stadium in downtown Main Street, USA. It's the Haves taking on the Have-Nots in this long-term battle against these 2 rivals. We're going to see who's going to finally take the championship home tonight. We'll be back after these messages from your local Fox station.
Love it.
Very sweet.
Kind of gets ingrained in your memory after a while.
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
The only way I knew what sport I was watching was by the theme music. Like sorry, like when you're watching like baseball, like oh, that's baseball. And if it's hockey, it's okay, that's hockky. I forget the other ones, but those are like the main ones.
I mean, there's only one other sport.
Well, no, there was when I worked for a big company whose name I can't say directly, but they were in the TV business.
All right. Can you say their name indirectly?
Maybe
what
not.
What does it rhyme with?
Directly, but they have a cool commercial out on TV right now, and it's got that dude, and then the other dude comes out and oh shit, I forgot what he said. Anyway, it's one of those big
with
TV
another
companies
dude that just says shit.
He says stuff, yeah. And well, you used to have a thing on top of your house to watch it, but now you can stream it. directly into your house.
Yeah, the
Ah,
opposite
yeah.
of Dish Network.
If I was
Right.
AT&T, would I want to buy it because it's a piece of shit?
You might want to buy it and then spin it off
Alright.
a few years later into its own entity. Yeah, you might.
Wow. Just throwing it out there. AT&T buys a lot of junk, and they're like a
and then
Yeah, they do.
and then spins it off when it doesn't do well.
yeah, they're like a fat guy that goes to the buffet for only ice cream, and you're like, what are you here for? And they're like, I'm not even gonna eat this. I don't know why I'm just gonna keep it on the side.
I was looking into increasing internet service, right? And I was like, oh man, there's quite a few companies that are coming into the area. And, we wanted to get out of Comcast in the worst way possible. So if I could only direct people's attention to getting rid of Comcast, that would be amazing, because internet cable is god awful. And when I say that, like, it has such a monopoly on the market that is the only thing that certain people can only get to get internet to their house. Now, when a different market comes in there, they usually hit you with the bottom dollar, and it's probably like $50-$60, while Comcast is raping the shit out of people at $130 a month for shitty internet. It's literally shitty internet. If you hit it for 800 megabytes, which is their blast, whatever they call their blast shit, because that's exactly what it is, 800 megabytes of blast shit. You're lucky that you even get 800 megabytes of download speed.
It's bad stuff.
Yeah. Horrible.
You'll get maybe a quarter of that for upload speed too.
Oh, it's crazy. So there's some I went over to AT&T, and they have this 5G internet service thing that they're doing right now, and you could do it for, I think it was like $55. And I asked the guy, like one of the guys, my friend, he's like, yeah, I mean, it's like if you do it, he's like, for $55 you can get I think it was like 800 or a gig for the download speeds and stuff like that for AT&T. I'm like, is that a guarantee? What do you mean, is that a guarantee? See, that's where they get you, because it's 5G internet service. And if you don't have 5G internet service in your area, you're getting shitty internet.
It's up to 5G.
It's up to 5G. So you still need a hardwire and a Fios line and, and all these fun little wires and gadgets to get permanent nonstop service. So there's this I hope that somebody hears this from Greenlight internet service. It's coming through Northeast Pennsylvania right now. $60 will get you Greenlight internet service, 1 gig download speed.
That is bad.
It is fucking phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I don't know much
about good, dude.
I don't know much about download speed. That's why I don't know much about download speed. That's why whenever, I'm able to be upsold by any internet company being like, you don't know how much download speed we're going to need from you. And I'm like, give me the best plan. Take all the money.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to wait for
Here's
stuff.
$200 a month.
Here you are.
Just take my money.
What do you plan on downloading? Nothing. All my stuff is full of memory. Well, so, just in case then, right?
Let's say a family of 2, has a regular just one TV that runs off the internet, gaming system, Netflix account, or 2 phones. 800 megabytes is perfect for a family of 2 to do what they need to do as far as downloading a movie or watching Netflix, and 2 phones, and like for the common person.
Now, if you're too much.
Yeah, so if you're a gamer, you want the faster download speeds because you're going to get lag and you're going to run out of just download speed in general. So what you want to do is you want to increase your bandwidth speed And 1 gig is perfect for any type of gamer in general. So if you're doing a lot of gaming, you're doing, 2, 3 TVs in your house. You have 3, 4 phones in your house. That's for the bigger family. And that's really where you want to be. Now, you, a person who throws his money at a thing with shitty internet still, makes
This
the
isn't
point.
even this isn't even like the shitty internet. This is Zoom updates on a very older computer, and the best money internet can buy. The best internet money can buy. There we go. I did that on the take too. That was fine, right?
I don't know. Your mouth still isn't upgrading with the vocals.
Wow, Tony. Do you talk to all the ladies like that? Holy shit.
Out here we have cops.
I feel like I'm about to get a major role after Harvey Weinstein rapes my mouth over here. Oh, I'm just throwing it out there, Tony. Georgia, Miami, Ole Miss, California, Arizona State. Sparky, why didn't you take this bet? Oh yeah, you're never on Facebook, Sparky.
Oh yeah.
Flip over that big board there,
Flip
my
that
man.
shit, Sparkles.
Flip it. Brought to you by Dollar Shave Club, where your Italian girl can get rid of her mustache. I want to razor when I leave.
Who wants a mustache ride?
Hey. Yeah, I know. Why does an Italian guy have a mustache to look just like a mom?
To look at just like a father.
Why do they wear gold chains around their necks so they know where to stop shaving?
Oh, that is true. That is true, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Italian. I can tell these jokes. Okay, both sides family Italian, so I'm allowed.
So let's get into your comedy career, Matt. Let's get into your comedy career. What happened?
Comedy career?
Sure, right?
Yeah.
Career?
Well, not a career. Your pastime, your side gig, your hustle.
Yeah. It's something that I've kind of done off and on for like the last.
You dabbled. You're a dabbler.
30 years. A dabbler, yeah. Well, you know what it was. I never really took it to the point of like, I never really figured out how to take it from something that I was doing on the side just for fun into something how I could do more regularly, and then it just always got stuck up in a day job, and then getting married will kind of make you do that stuff too. Responsibilities kind of bog you down, especially when all of a sudden you're making one income for 2 people, and it's just all of a sudden you're working all these hours and you're really stressed out and yada yada yada. So you don't pursue things just because you can't pursue them. But anyway,
I'm loving the bandana for everybody that is not watching right now, but just listening and driving their car around aimlessly throughout parking lots high on crystal methamphetamine, yelling at pigeons or children that aren't yours. Matt has a bandana on that says "fuck cancer." He's been going through several treatments right now. Matt, is this round 2 for you? Is this the second time or?
Not exactly.
No.
I've had different things in addition to cancer.
Okay, because because when I was seeing the updates on Facebook, I'm like, wait a second, I thought Matt already had cancer.
Way to brighten up the mood, Kevin, like a fucking Christmas tree.
I mean, I think should be able to be talked about.
Until a few days ago, there was a variable about could I have something else? But yeah, no, the cancer. I was diagnosed with kidney cell carcinoma in July of 2023 while I was still unhoused, actually. And then, I had surgery to have my left kidney removed in May of 24. And then a few months after that, after all the scans and everything, they said that I'm in remission. And so far, I am still in remission as of 11/24. And actually, I have to go for scans like in the next couple of weeks and just, find out that I'm still in remission. Because every 6 months to a year, I have to go for scans, blood work, all that fun stuff. So yeah.
Did you choose to ring Did you choose to ring the bell? There's that bell.
Kevin, we're gonna celebrate that. You ready?
I wanted to ring it, but they actually took it.
They took the bell. Wait. Hold on. They took the bell ringing away.
I swear. Yes, they had it in the infusion room, so like where everybody was getting their chemo treatments and stuff, and it was right by the door. And I remember sitting like right near it, and like at least 2 or 3 people when I was in there had rung it. So, and I remember when I went in for for that appointment where she told me, where the doctor told me, I was like, all right, do I get to go ring the bell now? She goes, oh no, we took it out a few weeks ago. I was like, oh my God, you're kidding me. So no, I have not gotten the chance to actually ring a bell.
Oh, look at Tony's got all the
There we
bells
go.
right there. This is where they went, right on Tony's screen to a Zoom update. Matt, that kind of feels like a Seinfeld episode, or at least a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, where Larry is like, "Oh my God, is the bell necessary?" And they're like, "Yeah, people like to do it." Who likes to do it? And he talks to everybody and gets the bell taken down. And by the time you want to get it done with,
did you ever ring the bell?
You're like, "Where's the bell?" And they're like, "Oh, some gentleman had it taken down." What, did he have cancer? No, he was just complaining about it.
But I just got over cancer.
Yeah.
I can't ring the bell.
What's the deal with the bell?
George, he took out the bell. Away.
Is an angel getting its wings? Is somebody leaving from cancer? Like, wait, what? Oh, God. Jerry Seinfeld, by the way, will be back in the Scranton Wilkes-Barre area for people that are interested. I guess he's going to be doing some more stand-up comedy because he does not have enough money right now. And Jerry Seinfeld reminds me. Jerry Seinfeld right now reminds me of the Rolling Stones of comedians. You don't need the money. You've already helicopters.
He needs a few more of those, huh?
He needs a couple more.
Why are the helicopters painted purple and gold like a Lakers uniform?
What do you know?
I'm not going further with that kind of stuff.
So anyway, I get back to the story.
Yeah.
So yeah, in addition to doing the stand-up, I also did acting and like comedic acting and straight acting and stuff like that, voice acting and all that sort of thing. I'm the voice of 5 out of the 8 voices on a pilot that was supposed to air on Cartoon Network. They had a first look deal, but the producer wound up like getting some kind of job from his family business, so he just kind of scrapped it. So there went my opportunity. But I could actually send you a link to it. It's called Cops on Bikes. I did 5 of the 8 voices on that, which is pretty cool. Anyway, and I did a bunch of other things.
You did voices on what show?
Cops on Bikes. That was the pilot that I did.
Cops on Bikes. Okay.
Cops on Bikes. Yeah,
this sounds like Pacific Blue. Remember that old show, Pacific Blue?
Yeah, but it was animated though. So yeah.
Oh, okay. They should have just called it Pacific Blue, but made cartoons of the whole thing. Hell, a lot of Pacific. I'm more surprised that Pacific Blue hadn't already just started off as a cartoon and then got the live adaptation, because they had a lot of cartoon themes on that show where you're like, are we going to want to use the car for this? No, get on your bicycle.
It sounds to me like an animated Reno 911.
Yeah, kind of like that too. Yeah.
Okay.
I played. Let's see. I didn't play one of the main cops. I played. There's the 2 main cops, Andy and Steve, I think his name was, and then there was Chadley and Bradley, and I played Chadley. Hey, Chadley. Bradley, it's me, Chadley. Hey.
Oh God, Matt, I've been snooping through your Facebook here. I found some of your family members, and I'm just gonna put them up here for you.
It's The Sopranos.
That is The Sopranos. Come on now. It's not that important. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got bad eyes. These are like progressives and bifocals and stuff. It's like you can never figure out what the hell you're looking. Like, take them off.
They have. I've never seen such a. That's the thing too, man. I've never seen such a product they fucking just didn't make right, and they're like, send it out. They just did it anyways. The trifocal, bifocal, fucking 8 lenses in one area, and they're like, "Sir, you're driving home, right? That's a good thing."
Thank God I took an Uber that day. Jesus.
Just an FYI, because certain people work in the optical industry. Right here. So when people happen to go with the bifocal, trifocal, progressive, in their glasses, a lot of people don't understand that there are a couple different rules that come with it. It's a lifestyle change lens that does work, but doesn't work for everyone. True facts right there.
Okay, I've never heard of somebody saying, I love my trifocals. These are amazing. I've never heard it. I want you, who might know somebody that works in the eye care business, to find one of those customers. Yeah. Get them on the show, because they're never going to come on and say that. Perfect. Not a goddamn chance. I've never seen it.
There's a million of them.
There's a million.
A million.
Okay, well, one shouldn't be hard to find then.
One should not be hard to find then, right?
True.
Speaking of a million things happening, did you check out the Eagles Chiefs highlights, Tony, or no? I put it on the Facebook fan page. It looked a little something like this. Patrick Mahomes running for his life. That is true life picture right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Against a swarm of Eagles. The
Miss Pigger.
What's going on with the Olsen twins right now? And
I don't know.
You know what? It's an AI generated picture.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, which is horrible, by the way, because you know what? The Ashley twins are smart, very smart business women in general. So they have this multi-billion-dollar corporation that they've done in the fashion line.
Oh God, your favorite girl's in the news again, Tony. Your favorite girl. Greta Thunberg, I guess.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Greta, how dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
So
you're killing me, Kevin.
An actual drone hit the.
Killing me, Laurie.
You're ruining my childhood.
You know, war is bad. War, famine. Continue on. I'm sorry, God.
Yeah. The a drone actually flew in and hit her newest Freedom Flotilla.
Now this is supposedly.
Yeah. And it turned out to actually just be a flare set off by crew members that landed back of the flotilla that landed back in the boat, leaving Greta's flotilla sunken.
Yeah. By the way, Sparky, you should be fucking on top of this with a bucket of oily rags.
She's got the okay, so Greta Thunberg has now got that.
How dare you?
How dare
you? Now, can we go off on a little tirade here? Because I feel like if you're not talking about it, it's not quite there. Now, what do you think is happening on this flotilla? Do you think it's like one of those Burning Man orgies where people are like, oh, I'm gonna go to Gaza, I'm gonna go to fucking Tehran, I'm gonna go to wherever they might go with this fucking flotilla of hope.
I don't know if we're mispronouncing it. Like, some people call it a tortilla, and we're calling this a flotilla.
It's a flotilla.
Is it really a flotilla? Exactly. I mean, she'll probably now, Matt. She'll probably get off her flotilla and be like, "You've been mispronouncing my boat the whole time." How dare you?
You mispronounced that.
They're using clean coal and wind energy, also known as a sailboat. Sounds a lot cooler that way.
Wind-powered boats.
Wind powered. Powered by Poseidon. Prayers cost the souls of children. Jeez, it was just a flare, Tony, the whole time back onto her boat. The unrelated, but if it was related, we'd be in some weird shape right now. Mickey Rooney allegedly auditioned women for roles that didn't exist and wore out the casting couch.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
So,
I don't believe that happened in Hollywood anywhere.
Maybe just Mickey Rooney. Maybe just only him. Ugh.
nah, not even. Lies. It's all lies.
For the longest time, I thought that Mickey Rooney and Andy Rooney were the same person. And I'm like, hey, he went
They're
from
brothers.
Yeah, you know where he would go. Are they really brothers?
No, I thought they were.
Yeah, you thought. See, there'd be no way to tell. I mean, unless you actually, checked it out. But the Andy Rooney would always have that bullshit on 60 Minutes where he's like, yeah, they used to call it huckleberries, then they started calling it blueberries. It's like, who the fuck let this guy wander onto the set?
Him and Dick Van Dyke.
Hey, Dick's still alive, 100 years.
He's 100 years old. He's still doing the thing, He's still breathing. Or
Sparky, turn that shit around, buddy. We got to see what you got up on the board.
1 girl, 3 guys on a boat. Time to celebrate. How dare you start without me?
The trip is 9.5 weeks.
Oh my God.
No, by the way, and forgive me if I'm wrong, because I'm a little naive on this.
Mm-hmm.
How many girls on the boat and how many guys on the boat?
I have no idea. I saw behind her.
Good question.
I saw behind her the casting call couch of like 6 guys.
Oh yeah.
6
in white t-shirts and shorts.
The one had like a fucking werewolf look on his face with a fork and knife.
Way skeezy.
Next to her.
He looked like Mickey Rooney at a casting call.
Greta's got that. Greta's got that look that
we got 5 guys at home. Oh shit.
Greta's got that look on her face like she would be told it's a jacuzzi, but by the time the carrots are going in the jacuzzi, she's realized she's hanging out with environmental friendly cannibals that are agreeing that the only way we can save the world from being polluted is by eating other humans. See how you hit that shit on a high boil? It doesn't feel so good most of the time.
True.
Listen, man, I don't pollute unless I see a bird. You know what I mean? Like, because that bird can use that fucking garbage for a house and shit. So no bird, I'm not polluting. That's irresponsible.
Yeah.
That's right.
If there's a bird, throw the goddamn garbage on the ground. You're feeding a bird and a bird family. And you're saving worms. And the more worms there are in the ground doing shit, the better the ground is to grow food and all that nice stuff.
And that's good for the economy, man.
No, here's my roundtable discussion, right? And then this is going to be the more fucked up thing, right? Who makes the phone call to Greta and her team? And they're like, hey, Greta, it's Tom. Hey, I just wanted to know if you were in for this voyage. It's probably going to be about 8 to 10 weeks by the time we get there. Can you bust up some friends for us to come over and we'll party on a boat for a little while? Does that sound cool? Oh, I don't know. I think you're killing me. I think you're all killing me.
What? So you're really on the edge there of turning Greta Japanese. I'd really think so.
I don't know what goes through her head sometimes.
I didn't think you're old enough to get that one.
She's like, well, who's going? Well, it's going to be 14 guys and you.
So somebody had to have come up to her and been like, Greta, Israel and Palestine are doing terrible things to each other. Terrible things. Yes, terrible things. Oh no. What can we do? Well, we found a used boat from a couple people that claim to now be the captain.
We found a used pontoon boat.
They're going to start a flotilla.
It's an old party boat.
They're going to have a flotilla. Greta.
Is this the best protest? Absolutely. We'll just tell them that we come in peace. Then everything will be fine. The fuck are you talking about?
You're on a flotilla. That's fine.
Like, I don't go walk in the gangland and be like, hey, guys, I'm a peaceful bystander here. Everything's gonna be just all right.
Oh, so you guys are
And this is my thing. At what point in time was she like, "No, I'm sold. I'm on your party boat. Let's go. Let's fucking do this thing."
If I see a dude in a Girls Gone Wild hat, though, I mean, it's like,
Holy shit, right? God damn. Sparky, flip that shit.
Yeah, we got a Greta went fishing with the boys. Hey, look, she got a red snapper. Oh, God, Sparky.
Oh, that's true.
No bearded clam, though.
No
God.
bearded clams, just red snappers.
This guy actually, I shared it on the other Podguyz Podcast page. Influencer jumps into quicksand to gain more followers. Now he gained more followers, but the reason that the video is now blurred is because he died.
Oh.
I know, right? So,
man, who would have known that there was a cause and effect?
Never would have figured.
I mean, quicksand though, like that's like the fucking dumbest way to die, right?
Hey, as a Gen Xer, that was one of our biggest fears growing up was quicksand.
Yeah, then you throw the rope, and then you're like, I guess, the Never-Ending Story had that quicksand scene as well, where the horse was going, and you're like, why does a kid have a horse? I knew the movie was bullshit when they called it the Never-Ending Story. An hour and a half long.
Yeah, no, it's got to end at some point.
Exactly, and it did. It definitely did. And we did talk last week a little bit about the baseball hog woman that stole the baseball from the kid. Matt, are you a baseball fan?
Oh yeah, Philly, the Phillies Karen.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
That's just stupid. I mean, it's like an unwritten rule that if you catch a fly ball and there's a kid there, you give it to the kid. It doesn't matter, who it is. If it's your kid or somebody else, it's just like an unwritten rule.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone with like a brain would agree with you on that one, or any sense of social consciousness at all. Where you see a child enjoying a baseball and you're like, that was mine. That ball should have been mine.
Yep.
I touched it, obviously. Yeah. She turned into the Schmeagle of baseballs there, just roaming around.
It's definitely.
And the full-on Karen haircut didn't do her any favors either.
Didn't do it. She looked like punk rock Elizabeth Warren. Like... And Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders have been showing their true colors as of late when it comes to talking about campaign donations, but as form of a bribe.
I am Bernie Sanders. I am taking a bribe.
Oh, yeah.
Taking some chicken. I am not taking a bribe.
Yeah, you know what I've been finding entertaining lately? And Kevin, you're going to be like, what did you find entertaining?
All right, I'll try. What did you find entertaining there, Tony?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. So what I've been finding entertaining is Iggy Azalea and what's his name? Fucking this loser from the internet. Oh my god.
Jake Paul.
No,
man, that was a really good guess, though.
Yeah.
if this was if this was Family Feud, we're playing. Like that's
good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
So everybody said.
Yeah, I always wanted to make Broken Family Feud, where it's just a divorced version. Like you have divorced dad over there. They all started their own new families. And everyone hates each other. Yeah.
I actually had a whole bit on Family Feud because one of the TV stations where I worked, it was a local station, so it's in syndication. So it was at least like five to 8 times a day they would watch. I would have to sit through a Family Feud episode and just kind of. This was before all the controversy, so I started to do a Steve Harvey impression, but it turned into Bill Cosby hosting Family Feud.
It can happen. It can.
It's Bill Cosby hosting the Family Feud here. We got the first question, top 4 answers on the board. We surveyed 100 women. How many drinks does it take before you pass out?
Devil.
Bill Cosby's more of a slower draw Cosby, though. Slower draw Cosby. Now, the people had 100 of them ask the questions, different cities. I lost train of thought there. Sparky, flip that big board around.
That was the worst. Yeah. Anyway,
I wanted to not get into any kind. I did not want to get into Quaalude rape jokes there, but it was going to happen. Yeah. Hey, if you give me those balls, I will give you a red snapper. How dare you? Oh my God! Back to the snapper.
So I don't know if you know who Neon is. N3EON. He's a streamer. He does TikTok and Instagram and all this other fun shit, right? So I've never seen an more awkward interaction between people. And not to say Iggy Azalea, you know what? She's a beautiful woman, very, very talented. But when she opens her mouth and she talks about relationships and things that she's been doing for the past few years, she talks about having common ground and how the person that she's going to be with needs to have at least $5 to $50 million a year in earned revenue in order to even be in the same league as she is.
Okay.
Which I 100% get. Now, she is an Australian supermodel. She's done her rap albums. She's done countless commercials and, interviews and blah, 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 blah. So,
well, this is how celebrities get their identity stolen, because they're just going to end up dating identity thieves.
Yeah.
I got about $6 million. Here you go. By the way.
So she talks to this guy named Neon, and Neon is very much a quintessential nerdy, like, weird streamer. I don't know. I don't really watch his streams, to be honest. I don't really watch what he does as far as gaming, but he talks about how he doesn't spend money. And I've never seen an interactive person between someone that spent $12 million for a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex tooth to wear around her neck, and someone that happens to go to Walmart to go buy his t-shirts and shorts.
Neon, whose real name is Michael Rakif. He's a streamer who interacts with hip-hop artists. Some of their interactions are friendly, while others are more contentious. In August 2025, Neon's tone was described as neutral, but with some anger behind the words. They suggested that another artist, Kaysan, was using a breakup to get someone named Frank. Kaysanet, yeah, on Twitch or whatever. This guy, so I could only describe him as he looks like dude from Breaking Bad, Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. He looks like Gus Fring from Breaking Bad, only with a lot of filter. He looks like the Gen X version of Gus Fring. There, I'll let you decide right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
He looks like an Instagram version of Gus Fring from from Breaking Bad right there. Just like the I'm gonna, like where his dad says, like, you gotta get a job. He's like, I can't just make meth and eat fried chicken all day. And they're like, you can't do it. You just can't.
And more recently, a lot of streamers have been trying to get their branding across more prolifically. Now, such as like, of course, the Jake Pauls of the world, Speed Speed has been making videos now recently of him doing either soccer, running, or something in the sports world for him to do, like wrestling or whatever it might be. But I find it unentertaining for them to not necessarily get out of their comfort zone, but it's not even their zone at all. And I find it weird. I don't know if it's just me or if it, maybe it's a multitude of people. But I like for people, not necessarily for streamers, to stay in their lane. If you have a certain thing that you're trying to push, a certain thing that you're trying to do, like the Unspeakable crew, love the Unspeakable crew. I feel like they found their lane, they found their niche. The guys from Jackass, found their lane, found their niche. The guys from Dude Perfect found their lane, found their niche. And they tend to do their things in their own realm. Now, the Breakout just isn't my jam. Like, it's not something where I could be like, oh man, Speed was a great wrestler. Not coming out of my mouth. Know what I mean?
It just did.
Yeah, well,
no, but it's not something I would say.
Yeah.
Well, sure. As a stand-up, though, I'm sure Kevin will agree with me, is that we do have to sometimes compete with influencers and Instagram personalities and stuff, just because, well, they've got 50,000 followers and they can get 25 asses in the seats and stuff. So who are you?
And that's the thing. They've been doing a lot more. They've been doing a lot more as far as TV, movies, commercials. Just trying to get it, because they have a big brand. They get more of a push.
I've always been very suspicious of when streamers are too well spoken and they have way too many followers and you just find out about it. There's organically grown streamers out there, and then there are people where you just know they have some sort of corporate backing and they're trying to pretend like that the fuck never happened.
Yeah. Right.
Just so that way. Yeah. That this way, or Nabisco, it knows exactly who they're getting. Like, demographically, you want to have a younger audience no matter what. Like, that's just the thing that's always tried to horn in on that 15 to 21 crew, because the 15-year-old crew drags along the younger generation right behind them that might end up having some money, Christmas gifts, sort of thing like that. And then the 21-year-old crew, these guys are going to be customers for the next 50 years. So that's the way corporations are looking at it. And of course, they have product placement, which I am totally against. Could not be even the slightest interested in any form of product placement.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It's outstanding that people would want to keep doing this. Sparky, put something on the fucking screen. No idea why. It is immoral. It is unethical. It is as delicious and refreshing as an A&W root beer. No caffeine, by the way, so you won't have to stay up with the jitters.
That's true.
Tell you what, sucking on this for a few seconds takes the pain right away.
Whoa, Matt, come on. This is a family-friendly show.
Matt is vaping meth right now. And
trying to get everybody drunk.
There you go.
If
you're hurting and you know it, smoke some weed. If you're hurting and you know it, smoke some weed.
What I'm thinking that happens, like these guys, they get up to 10,000 followers all by themselves. Then that triggers low-level corporations to say, hey, let's push up these numbers a little bit to 100,000. And I think corporations have figured out, and I'm talking big timers that pay for the advertising, okay, how to bribe a robot. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was the that was the one good thing about the robots is that, oh, no, if you're subscribed to your YouTube channels, you get your subscriber stuff first, no matter what. And if you might like something along the way, whatever, you can find it in categories similar to those things. But now your subscriber list goes, fuck whatever you want to see. This is probably what you're going to want to see next. So that way you can expand your horizons of channel viewing and somehow just forget about all those channels that you subscribed to before. The genius of it is those channels are still going to constantly make content anyways. And it turns into a better version of what DirecTV could never be.
Yeah. And it's a crazy algorithm too. It's a crazy algorithm. And let's say that you're a professional streamer, and not to say that we are. We're content creators. You know, we've made commercials, we made TV, we're making podcasts, we've done we've done everything from top to bottom.
We are top to bottomers. Sometimes top.
Now in the professional world,
I'm well rounded.
Yeah, in the professional world, you need to stream or share at least 6 to 7 times a week in order to be any type of prolific influencer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people even share, 10, 15, 20, 30 times a week. And those are the people that actually do get the higher numbers. Which is even crazy because you're trying to put out more content for people to watch. More people equals more watchers equals more subscribers.
Tony, don't forget the random Indian dudes that get into your fucking inbox that
say 30 times a week.
Hey, I'm professional Apple podcast person.
Oh yeah. Phenomenal.
I still get the fake women.
You get the fake women, okay.
Yes.
What do the fake women want anymore?
The porn bots. Well, it's always just, oh, hey, handsome. Oh, you look really good. And, oh, I just really love your posts. So it's like, oh, please give me a break. I may have been born in the morning, but it wasn't this morning, okay?
Yeah.
I know. And then you're like, bitch, take my money.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I go back to the early days of the internet where dial-up was all there was. And I think 2400 was the fastest modem speed, okay? This is when, by and large, most of the women on the internet were by and large or dudes. So I learned how to spot them. My buddy wrote most of the scripts that they still use today. It's funny. So to me, it's funny to see them coming. And I try to bait them a little bit and fuck with them a little bit.
I mean, that's that's like the funniest thing you've said. I mean, where your buddy actually wrote the scripts of what these robo porn bots are actually still saying. So you're just admiring it from a writer's standpoint where you're like, I think I've seen this before.
Not bad.
Hold on. Yeah. Let me call up Ed real quick. Ed, they're still using the old shit.
We actually were talking about that a couple of weeks ago too.
Yeah, whenever somebody calls me, hey, handsome, I'm like, I never respond. I just look at it like, at least somebody's noticing. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's...
Well, with me, they see, old fat old guys. So, he's got to be desperate.
Oh yeah, they see. Listen, man, they see fat old guy, and they see desperation. They see a little bit of money. If they can squeeze $20 bill out of you, there's the Cash App money laundering scam still going on out there, where they'll say like, oh, I just want to do something nice for somebody, so I want to put $10,000 into your account, of which. Mm-hmm. I can get $5,000 of, and you can get $5,000 of. The only thing is, since it's in your account, you're going to be questioned, and I get the money. Wash it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
The FBI has been, really on top of that since the beginning, but it's almost like they're on top of it to a point, and then they're just like, let's see how far we'll let them go with this until it's a felony. Let's make sure the numbers are felony-wise.
They look really good. Set the trap so that it's escape.
Let's wrap this up, Kevo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't even get to finish telling my story.
What the hell, Tony?
I thought the story was over.
No. Shit, no. After I had the cancer.
All right. Well, let's hop into the fast mode.
Hop into
Under
it.
3 minutes.
All right, I'll give you the Reader's Digest version. So I got over the cancer, right, and then I started to have a resurgence in back pain, and I've had back pain issues for like 40 years. So it started to get worse. I started going for physical therapy. I went to see a pain management specialist. He sent me to a surgeon, and the surgeon said that I have the largest herniated disc he's seen in his entire career, and it needs to be worked on right away.
The largest.
It was about like that big, the size of a golf ball. He's like, are you like having trouble like not pissing and shitting yourself? I was like, no, I don't do that. He goes, well, the way that is, you should be like pissing and shitting yourself constantly. Well, nope. And I actually
there's positivity.
I actually kind of went to Hawaii in that kind of pain too. So that was fun. That was a fun trip. So they did the operation. I spent 2 weeks in rehab, and since April, I've been just kind of gradually getting back from that. And 2 weeks ago, I came back from Jersey, and I had a panic attack, which caused me to pass out in the parking lot and face plant, and they brought me to the hospital, and it turns out that I had a heart attack.
Yay!
I spent 5 days in the hospital, and that was all fun. I had to follow up with the cardiologist. They want to do an angiogram, see if there's any kind of a blockage, and take care of that. And then in the meantime, I had
that's the trifecta
endoscopy done. Huh?
That's the trifecta so far.
Oh yeah. Well, so far, yeah. But wait, there's more. So yeah, a couple of days ago, I had an endoscopy, which was a result of when I went for my last CAT scan or MRI for my cancer follow-up. She saw some cysts on the pancreas, so I did an endoscopy to get a closer look at those to see if they were cancerous or not. And thankfully, they came back negative. So
nice.
So I got that going for me, which is good. So yeah, I just basically
pancreatic cyst.
I love the Caddyshack Bill Murray roundup there. You're like, so I got that going for me. That's pretty good. Like, Jesus Christ. Matt, you always have your own perfect optimism about a terrible personal situation going about your life. I swear, if everyone had your positive attitude and outlook on life, we would have a much better world. So everyone can learn that from you, and you can pass that on to them and further generations for sure. All around.
Well, I'm doing the best I can.
Now you just humbled yourself too much. No, it's not real. No.
All fake. No, it's just, all of it.
I try to be positive. I grew up in the 70s in New Jersey, so sarcasm is my love language. You know, I was the fat kid with glasses growing up, so I gave as good as I got. So I have dark humor, so I'm always able to like laugh at certain things. So I'm trying to find, comedy equals tragedy plus time. So that means the worst day of your life one of these days is going to be fucking hilarious. So I got that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, so it's like consider the alternative. I can go back to being depressed and suicidal and having to go into the hospital every other day for that. I don't want that anymore. I want to, too much living to do. I'm still here, so I got things to do. So let's do them.
All right. There
awesome,
it is.
Awesome.
The life, the love, Matty G.
Air doesn't breathe itself. That's my new motto.
That is true.
I like that. Yeah.
Sparky, where could you find us if you were looking for us?
You can find us on every single major streaming platform, including iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, GeoReo, Facebook Live Video, Google, YouTube, and eventually we will be going on the Roku channel.
Roku
Working
on
it, brother.
the way.
Working it. Matty, if people were going to get in touch with you, how would they do it?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at It's Me Matt G. Or on Facebook at It's Matt G.
Aw, Matty G. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for coming on our show.
Thank you.
Humbled.
Thanks, Phil.
We're humbled.
Thank you for finally having me.
It's what we do. What we do. Make sour show every Monday night, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tony Kaz.
Gavin Neary here.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso. The person with no name.
Oh, you mean him or me? I don't know.
He made a joke.
What the fuck is going on today? Lay Spark, eh?
Yeah.
Usually he just does it himself. He doesn't want to.
He's just gesturing anymore.
Yeah. Jesus. He's turning in ASL Stan.
I'm old and confused. Help me.
Hello.
There you go.
Wait, Spark A. There.
There we go.
It happened.
Jesus
Said the
Christ.
words.
Jesus. Take the wheel. Make sure you tune in every Monday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. We'll catch you guys soon. Have a good night. Bye.